Hitler in Russia. Both of them was bad, but they picked too big a place at the wrong time. They did exactly the wrong thing. This is the way America is now. They're like they've incorporated Hitlerianism into their behavior. No, the Zionists have incorporated Hitlerianism. They operate 100% like the Zionists. Like the Nazis. Okay, they're getting the same thing. They're getting the same thing. They had a little blessing to go along with them to keep them afloat for a minute, but okay. Spring offensive, summer. So a winter offensive is for our training. You have to stand out there in the cold, teeth chattered and everything. It's healthy. It's good for you. It is. Then when the weather changes, it'll be nice. But it's to get, you got to remember what we said, be prepared to sleep under a bridge. That's what standing out there in the freezing cold is. And you're not getting anything, $5, right? But remember, it's going to surprise you. We're going to lock up this whole region. We're going to have flyers all over. We got so much time to do it. And whatever comes, it'll be better than the year before last. Or last year. Yeah, it'll be better. We'll have time to build up teams. People will either have to stay away or just don't come around because we're recruiting. And if they stay gone, we go out and recruit. So there's other people around. We'll recruit them, and we will be the managers of, just keep our eyes on the boxes and stuff. We'll be all right. It doesn't make a difference. We got this one covered. And remember, it would be difficult for everybody else. It's not difficult for us. It's a big joke. It's fun. So make everything fun, right? If it's fun, you can do anything if it's fun. I know I mentioned this, and I'm going to close up in a minute. But when all that snow is all around here, the little kids are out there having fun. Why are you and I not out there? Because we know better. Their hands are blue. I seen them, the light-skinned, they would be blue. You can see their veins in the snow. Because it's fun. We slide down the hill. Do you want to slide down the hill? Heck no, you're trying to stop sliding on the sidewalk. You don't want to slide, no. You've had enough, right? It's not fun. For them, it's fun. For us, this is fun. Battling with boss man, and he can't hit you, and you getting old and out moving boss man. He got everybody on his team. He had 1,000 people trying to grab you. I'll close. That used to be one of the secrets. They used to have a goon squad. Goon squad is in prisons. They don't have them like that now. They got them different. If you see the goon squad now, it's organized. They got body armor. They got everything, and when they come in, the shields first and all of that. They used to have the goon squad was that goons. The lieutenant or the captain would blow the whistle, and all of them would come out everywhere, and they'd run down. They'd know where to go. They'd come in to get you. So if you knew them well, all you do is make them mad, and then guess what? They'll beat each other to death trying to beat you to death because they'd be so mad. Then they'd be breathing hard, breathing all on you, right? I told the goon squad out there in Santa Rita in the jail, I said, you guys have really progressed. I said, hey, man, because you could feel what they're doing. They're using martial arts. They're doing everything. They're lifting up the back part of your body so it'll be down on that cement floor and you can't breathe. So I just turn myself one way, turn myself the other, then lift up. In other words, I know what they're doing, so I know what I got to do to stay alive. But I complimented them. The next morning I said, you guys have really improved. I said, you could kill somebody and not a mark on them. They're using all martial arts. You can see what they're doing with your hands and feet. They're not beating you no more like they used to. They're twisting everything, and they're using weight, your legs to put you where you can't do nothing, right? When you try to do something, both of them got you on one side, and they got you bent over, and you can't do nothing. You have to open your legs to try to sit down, and they're still pushing you along. They've trained, I guess the martial artists showed them how to do all of that stuff. Yeah, okay. We Negroes are taking our seat at the table of history. This is important. They kept us out of everything, and when they bring you in as a clown. Like the movies, what was the movies talking about? Where they big and famous? Empire. Niggas ain't got no empire. If they get one, the white folks take it from them, right? What? They take everything. They take what's Barry Gordy's thing? They took that. They take every rapper, dapper, whatever they doing. They take it from them. I think Michael Jackson was the only one who was. I shouldn't say it too loud. That might have been why he had the Beatles whole thing. And they thought Michael was a dummy. That might have been why he ain't here no more, right? If you got the Beatles whole everything, and anytime they play a Beatle, they gonna give you some money, right? And one thing white folks is gonna play forever from now on, they got generations of Beatles lovers, historical Beatle lovers. Poe Elvis, that white man could not sing, boy, but he got the white folks, and whoever got his thing. Michael had Elvis too. My goodness, no wonder. So wonder he lasted as long as he did. Good God Almighty. He had Elvis and the Beatles. Good God Almighty. Elvis, he lucky he lasted that long. He got his hair on. Poor Mike. Well, hey, man. And they got the Negroes on the movies on TV like they running something. Does anybody run anything out there? Not a one. Okay, it's different with us. It works on your head. It makes you feel proud that you have the whole government running around in circles with you, and you can pull strings and make them jump through hoops. People can't do that. We can. It's fun. Make boss man act a fool, and he acts a fool. I'm telling you, it's just wonderful. Okay, enemies you don't know, enemies you do know, Stalingrad, and circumspection. Purpose mean results. We talked about Libya, Yemen, Iraq, Libya, We'll talk about that another time. Look at Oakland and look at the world. Good God Almighty. Looking at Oakland now is heartbreaking. Looking at LA is heartbreaking. Good God Almighty. And we say part of that is because they've been bad. Yeah, Oakland has been bad. Oh, you want to mess with the brother? Well, now see how much you can deal with all the homeless. Y'all want to bust your brother upside the head? Yeah, go ahead, fine. Now, what you going to do with this homeless stuff? That's what we tell them, and that's what we mean. And we told them before it happened, keep messing with us, it's going to be hard on you. Now it's hard on them. We said then we were going to claim credit for some of that stuff, right? Okay, so the worst places in the United States is Oakland and LA. So what about that? It just so happens that we had 2 spots in LA and plenty of stuff in Oakland. Yeah, I'm telling you. Hey, Allah hook you up. You know, Allah give you something where, or enough that they don't know whether it's you or not. That's just as good as it being you. They don't know. So that all-knowing white man, where is he at now? Where's the all-knowing white man? Huh? Boss man know this. Boss man know. Well, what does he know? What he knows about inflation, and he knows he loaned out $5. Now he owe $100,000 back, and he ain't gonna never get it back, and it's all gonna be flat broke. And how's he gonna control everybody? Because everybody is not with him, and he done made this group of white folks mad, that group of white folks mad, and they can have mass confusion. They're gonna need a coordinator. Mass confusion. Because they don't have one, there used to be just one group of white folks, well, 2 groups. The liberated-minded white folks, we're going to take you up to Canada or something like that, and then the other Dixie white folks. Now they got all kind of white folks. White folks in white folks. Yeah, they got white folks, man, and they can change uniforms anytime they want because they white. They can talk gangster talk today and be in with the gangster white folks, and they can talk save the world one day and be with them. America, confusion. Why do you think we're taking all this and trying to be focused and training ourselves to relax at all time? Is because chaos is coming. There's nothing, it's got to come. I mean, it just come. Okay, I don't want to talk no more than that. So thank y'all very much. Are there any questions, any comments at all?
There were a couple. This one came in off of YouTube. They said that this was kind of more the beginning of the lecture, talking about the recent brother that got killed. And he brought it up saying, stating the fact that Planned Parenthood promotes abortion relentlessly among blacks, with 80% of the efficient abortion mills are all located in inner city areas with black population above 50%.
Mm-hmm.
Then there was another one on just
While you're looking at that, on that subject, remember 30 years ago in D.C., they had children having children? The biggest thing going on. You saw more black kids and babies and that, just where are they at now? Go out there and just wait till you see a baby, somebody come by with a baby in D.C., a black person. Doesn't make a difference. Here's why. We have to be very friendly with the people who really technically own the big part of that. Now, there are different groups. If you take what was originally the Mexican population that was West Coast orientated, but Mexicans have many original Indian tribes, like today in Mexico, and still, but that was integration. But the Spanish were conquerors too. They were conquistadors. They conquered, and then they integrated the peoples and what. So you have the original Spanish type, which they kicked off a century and a half ago. You have Mexicans, but now you have all kind of Latinos blended in here. You have super oppressed Puerto Ricans, which in Puerto Rico probably at least 40% of the Puerto Ricans in Puerto Rico are black. Taking the people's land, okay, don't worry. All of that, the people are moving down to Puerto Rico, taking, But you have to look at all of this confusion. Why we want to stabilize ourselves. Because the glue that holds America together is coming apart. It's loosening up. It's getting soggy.